Is running the worst way to work out?
Do you want me to give my view on it?
Yeah, let's give the background view.
Look at my man boobs. Is it good or not?
How often do you run?
So I wasn't much. So me and Zach since we were younger, we've been big on with the influence of trainers and school and baseball coaches. We've been big on like these high intensity workouts and lifts because it has been proven lifting, depending on also what you're eating, lifting builds muscle and it can shape you in a certain way that you're not going to look if you just run. It has benefits for you too on your joints and your physique and the way you burn fat if you start building muscle. So I've been big on just lifting and maybe doing a short jog here and there. That happened just for a while. I was doing these high intensity workouts, and more recently I've realized it's actually mostly a mind thing. I would say I started running a little bit because I had classmates that were doing it out at Stony Brook during my school program. They were running a lot. They had a running club. I was invited to one. I actually didn't go that much. I'm sorry I didn't fucking go, but they made me want to run more.
Were you invited, or you overheard?
I was like that guy. I overheard.
You overheard the location of the next meeting.
Overheard the location, and I just showed up.
And you're like, "Oh yeah, dude, guys, what's up? You ready to go for another run?
What's wrong?
Yeah. Oh, what's wrong?"
So I've been running. I've been running. Not daily. I would say every other day.
Demons.
Sometime running from my demons, literally. And I've just realized, although lifting, when you get a pump and you lift, you get this like surge of kind of like testosterone, and it's a good feeling, and you feel like pretty awake, and you just feel good. You feel a little more alive. Like running gives me a pretty different feeling from lifting, but it's like really good for me. Like it puts me in when I get past the like 10 minutes of like, fuck this, I don't want to be running right now. When I finally get past that, it's like this kind of dopamine rush and like a high when I'm running. And when I realized how good it was making me feel, I like pretty much just started pairing it with lifting. So like, I'm not giving up lifting at all. Like I love lifting, but I've started to run probably every other day. Not big runs. I know people try to work up till marathons and stuff, but I just do like 1 to 2 mile runs, sometimes 4. And it kind of just like pushes me. It just feels like I'm pushing my limits in a different way than lifting.
Yeah.
Cardio wise and respiratory wise and just certain mental limits. I feel like I'm pushing. I can't. I mean, I'll honestly say I love David Goggins, and he convinced me to run too, because he fucking runs the shit out of himself, and running just puts me in some state where I'm like, when I'm feeling like a bitch, I run pretty much. Because when I'm feeling like when I'm sitting down, it's okay to relax, it's okay to take a break, but when I'm sitting down and I know I'm gonna procrastinate the shit out of something or scroll on whatever, when I've already scrolled in social media and I'm like, let me just do another hour of this, I say, fuck you, you fucking bitch, and I go run. Literally, like you said, just run.
You look at yourself in the mirror and you say, fuck you, bitch. You fucking bitch.
You fat fuck. So I've been running, but what you were mentioning is that our dad.
Yeah, that's why I framed the question. Is running the worst way to work out? Because
if I give my simple opinion, summary answer, I think it's a really good way to work out if you pair it with proper lifting and high intensity. Like you've told me before, like boxers, MMA guys, they fucking run a shit ton so that they can last in the ring, like so they get their heart
cardio,
more endurance. But I don't think I would only want to run because it works. I believe in a variety of working out, because you don't want to push your body for 40, 50 years in the same exact way every single workout, just running, especially like our dad does on the treadmill. He's hitting the treadmill literally in the same exact spot with his foot. They actually say you should run outside because it varies on your foot, but on the treadmill, literally 40 years, same exact spot on the treadmill, and you can hang on if you want. Like, it's just not real Earth. And something about that I'm just like, I need to get outside and run and go uphill, do some sprints, like just fucking change it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Is running the worst way to work out? We've both watched our dad run 5 to 6 miles pretty much every day, 5 or 6 times a week for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
And his body stays the same. So we're definitely biased in the fact that, like, I've seen someone in my family run and get no noticeable changes to their body on the outside. I don't really know. I know our dad has high blood pressure, some other stuff.
Small penis
on the inside, like genetically, not smaller than mine. Yes. But he's run long distance every day. Haven't really seen his body change. I know for a fact when I go to gyms and when I've been a member at gyms for 2, 3, 4 years at a time.
Yeah. Sick one in Brooklyn, right? You're going to?
Yeah, Harbor Fitness in Brooklyn. I mean, also in college too. I see people that go in there and run every day, and that's all they do. They'll do the Stairmaster, or they'll run on the treadmill, guys and girls, and they look the same way they did when they stepped in the gym 3 to 4 years prior. Over the span of 3 or 4 years. But I see people change that I've seen in the gym over the course of 3 to 4 years that go in and lift weights. You can actually over time see changes in their body. So
I think that even within a couple months, you could kind of see a little bulge here, a little more cut around the abs.
Yeah, especially if you're a beginner, you get beginner gains. And I'm not talking about working out in terms of preparing for a sport, because if you're playing football or basketball, baseball, if you're a mixed martial artist, you're going to prepare in ways to best compete in that sport. And so there are reasons to run for cardio gains and go on the bike and do whatever. I'm talking about purely to change your body physically. For me, running seems like the worst way. I was someone who ran every single day in high school. There was one point where for a year straight, I was running before school and after school, and I got skinnier a little bit, but my body didn't start changing physically.
Did you feel any mental changes? I mean, how long did you...
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. Like, I definitely got endorphins. I was running a few miles every day, maybe like a couple miles in the morning, a couple miles after school.
Yeah.
And I felt better physically. It's better than doing nothing.
Did you see God, like Goggins says? Did you see God during the run? Did he come down to you?
Every time I stepped on the treadmill, Goggins came to me in his spirit, and he would just wind up and smack me across the face twice and fire me up.
You think 5 miles is a lot? You think 5 miles is a lot?
Yeah. Come on. Stay hard. Who's going to carry the boats? Who's going to carry the boats?
So Goggin, where are the boats? Where are they?
Yeah.
Just carry the boats.
And boats would drop on me while I was running on the treadmill, and just I got severe brain damage because all these boats were just crashing on my head when I was trying to run.
Yeah,
from David Goggins dropping them on me.
That's hell weak, dude.
But no, I like David Goggins. He's extremely motivating person. I've listened to a few.
He lifts too, by the way. He does lift.
Yeah, no, 100%. Him and Cam Hanes lift a lot. Yeah. I'm saying if you're gonna pick one thing, running seems like the worst workout you can pick.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do it alone.
Lifting, like doing Muay Thai or kettlebells or free weights or Olympic lifting, even just going on the air bike, the airtime bike with the resistance, the fan bike, and doing that, because at least you're getting some sort of a pump with your upper body and it has resistance on it.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of running because I have personally put in so many hours running earlier in my life and didn't see my body change. I've seen other people do the same thing. I think in terms of bang for your buck to get a good workout, running is one of the least efficient things you can do. Yeah. Doing kettlebell swings for 5 minutes, I'd rather do that than run for an hour. Like just going all out in kettlebell swings, or pull-ups, just doing as many pull-ups as I can in 5 minutes. I feel like I get more work out of that, and it saves me more time, because as an adult, I'm really I want to get a good workout in 45 minutes to an hour, and if I run, especially if I'm not doing interval training, if I'm just going for a jog, I need to go 45 minutes at least for me to feel like I did something. I can't just jog for 20 minutes and feel like I did something.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways we can move our body and build muscle that running doesn't do. Running. You put your body under a good physical exertion, but I mean, when you talk about kettlebells or even the mace thing you do, right? The mace bar, kettlebells,
steel mace flow,
even just calisthenics. I love just hitting a circuit of pull-ups, push-ups, air squats. I'll do that every day.
Yeah.
I'll do that. If I had to pick that or running every day, I'd probably pick the body circuit just because it works or at least maintains muscle by doing that. And you work your body in a way that running doesn't. Running's fine, but I like pairing it either as a warm-up to my lift or on a non-lift day, I'll try to run 4 or 5 miles, something like that. And I love the mental part of it. It makes me feel good. Like I'm pushing myself. Lifting is like pushing myself in a different way. Like, can I get that weight up? Running is like literally mile 3 or however good I am in my training at that moment. My brain is like, stop it, you fucking ass. Like, stop running because you're a bitch and and you got to stop now and save your lungs and get back home.
Don't you get that too when you're doing body weight circuits or you're squatting, deadlifting, kettle? You
do.
Yeah, like if you're doing, when I'm doing lunges, I do a lot of rear foot elevated lunges in my apartment with kettlebells or dumbbells. And there are points where my body tells me, not from being tired, but from the burn. Like I'm not like breathing heavy like I would if I just did a sprint or I was running, but the burn in my thigh is crazy. Telling me to give up.
Yeah, it's like doing a Murphy. It's like doing you could do like the Murphy workout. That's just like I think mostly body weight, or there's some running in that, but that'll make you feel like, oh fuck, I can't lift. I can't do another pull up. I feel for me, but there is some there's like a huge endorphin release at some point, which has kept me with running, and it's just been like an easy activity. Like,
well, you enjoy it.
I enjoy it because like
I think
it's
that's
easy
a good
for
reason.
me to. It's easy for me. That's a huge reason. I enjoy running. I like how my body moves and what it feels like, and it's also easy for me. Sometimes it's harder for me to get ready for a lift and stop, if it's that point during the day where I'm like, I need to get a workout in, but it's easy to just put on 2 shoes, put on a sweatshirt and then just get outside and run. So that's why I've been doing it, but I totally get you where you don't even have to run. You never have to long distance run and you can be a healthy person. Like they even say people in blue zones, which are like the healthiest zones in the world, the longest living, they go on daily walks. Yeah. They just eat well. Part of like our like dad, like a lot of it's, I would say 80% of the way you look is diet. I would say you can work out all you want, but for the average person's calories that are burned during a workout, most of it's diet. If you're doing bodybuilding workouts, yeah, sure, you can eat a shit ton more. And if you're doing intermittent fasting, you can eat more at each meal because there's only 2 a day instead of 3. But like most of how your body looks is probably due to diet, I would say, because dad could easily be dad could be a much skinnier dude if you watched his. I mean, he doesn't want to be, and he doesn't have to be, but he could just eat half the plates he ate at dinner and not have he's been better, but not have frequent ice cream. And then you could actually be like a skinnier dude. So it has a huge influence, like what you're eating. So,
no, I think I do workouts I enjoy. I'm lucky that the workouts I enjoy are a good combination of cardio and resistance, like Muay Thai, like steel mace flow, like kettlebells, dumbbell circuits, bodyweight circuits. I used to enjoy running. I would run all the time, and I just don't enjoy it anymore. I think doing something because you enjoy it is a good enough reason. So I'm saying for me, I don't really enjoy running anymore. I enjoy doing it every once in a while. I'll go for
Yeah.
like a random 30-minute, 60-minute run.
Yeah.
But I don't enjoy it like I used to. And to me, I think part of that is running for so long and not seeing changes in my body. Whereas I would see a change in my body like the first 2 weeks of lifting weights. It doesn't seem worth it to me. I feel like I need to either be sprinting or doing some sort of interval training or incorporate resistance to
Yeah.
get a good workout in the amount of time that I want.
Yeah.
I feel like I would need to run for 2 hours to feel as tired as I get from a Muay Thai session for 30 or 45 minutes or a kettlebell circuit where I just feel absolutely exhausted. If I just go for a jog for that same amount of time, I don't feel like I'm getting the work in. So to me, it's a lot of the wasted time, and also maybe I'm just a bitch too. That's also like I could just be like
I mean, you are, but that's another story.
Yeah, exactly. I could run. I mean, I could put more time in my into my workouts, but I have a set amount of time that I want to dedicate to working out, which is about 45 minutes to an hour, 5 or 6 times a week. And to me, running would need to take up a lot of that for me to feel like it was worth it. And I don't want to spend time running. But it's good to just mix it in every once in a while. I'm not against it at all. I'm just saying for me, it feels like the worst way to change your body, the worst type of workout to change your body.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think, but yeah, I mean, lifting definitely can shape you more than that. I mean, running can hit your glutes and legs a lot, I'm sure, but yeah, swimming's amazing. Yoga's great just for mind and core and body. Lifting is fantastic. Running alone, yeah, I don't think I'll ever do long distance running alone. Like sprinters are pretty built.
You know what running is good for? Running away from fake hate crimes. If Jesse Smollett incorporated running, if he incorporated fake running more into his fake hate crime circuit, if he had a fake hate crime where it was like, I'm gonna put the noose on my head, I'm gonna hire 2 guys to beat the shit out of me, I'm gonna get chemicals poured on me, I'm gonna have them wear the MAGA hats, like mix in some running there too, so it looks like somewhat of a chase with the fake hate crime. Like, because you don't want to just walk into it and it happens and cops are like, did you struggle? Did you try to get away? You want some sort of cardio activity where you can be building your case and building your thighs at the same time.
Oh, yeah. That's
build the
key.
Case, build the thighs, build the case for the hate crime. And, Jesse Smollett dropped the ball here.
That's the key, dude.
He dropped the ball here. If
he should have been in the gym hitting the. I mean, his friends were. Those guys were jacked.
Yeah.
Jesse, get on the fucking get on the med balls.
He's the most underprepared overactor I've seen in my life, and he deserves the time that he's going to spend in jail, not just for the hate crime, but
mostly for the acting.
Mostly for the acting. Yes. 20 maybe 3 to 5 years for the hate crime, 25 to life for the horrible acting, horrible planning, just terrible conditioning. You need to build up to a hate crime. You can't just blow your first one out of the water and have a national news coverage. You gotta work up, have like, someone calls you, says something to you as you're walking out of church, and it's just like a verbal thing. And then you have someone that like
an old lady walking out of church.
Yeah, someone that steals something out of your pocket when you're in a store, like have something else like petty theft. You don't want to go straight to a physical altercation. You need to work your way up in the hate crime game, and you need to build your conditioning up, your strength conditioning, so you can fake fight back against the fake hate crime. And Jesse Smollett, I'm sorry, man, you're not getting the job done,
Jesse.
You ain't getting it done, Jesse.
Just be Jesse.
Yeah, why is your name not Jesse?
Just be Jesse, man. Come on.
Jesse.
Just be Jesse.
I'm sorry, did you say Jesse? No, yeah, Jesse Smollett. Are you saying Jesse or Jesse?
Just be
Jesse.
Just be Smollett.
Just be Smollett. Just be Smollett.
Just be Jesse.
I think this is a good spot to end off.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thank you guys.
That was riffing with Dave and Zach.
Thank you guys for tuning into the AUX. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, this was more of going in and out of different topics. If you enjoyed this episode, send it to your friends. We do this style episode more laid back, where we go in and out of different topics. We also do ones where we stick to the same topic, where we've done COVID lab leak, the Dark Knight. We've done the Tuskegee syphilis experiment.
Yes.
We've done ayahuasca.
Give us some feedback. Give us some fucking feedback.
Yeah. And if you go to auxoro.supercast.com, you can subscribe for less than $5 a month when you sign up for the year. 2 bonus episodes every month that are not released anywhere else. You get the 2 bonus episodes. And then you also get access to all the archived episodes. Go to auxoro.supercast.com today to check it out. There's like 15 to 20 hours of episodes already recorded just on Supercast that no one else has access to. And then you can also recommend topics for the AUX that we talk about. So
send them in, baby.
auxoro.supercast.com.
Venmo at David Grossfeld.
At Jussie Smollett. And at David Grossfeld. No, don't Venmo. You can sign up at auxoro.supercast.com.
Oh yeah, do it that way, please. That's the proper way.
And
go to Supercast.
Yeah, thanks for the support. If you can't afford it, you leave us a rating on iTunes, comment, share this episode with a friend. That means a lot too. And we'll talk to you guys next time.
Peace, baby.